Hello, welcome to Apna Rasoi. This is Lakshmi Arya from Northwest Indiana. Today I'll be showing Karnataka special akki roti, ottida akki roti, and then badnekai engai with a little bit twist of badnekai engai. Come, let's start. For akki roti, let me show the ingredients. One heapful of um, one heapful of rice flour, little bit oil, little bit salt, then water. Come, let's start. Now let's measure. For 1 heapful of rice flour, 1 3/4 of water, water, then 1 tablespoon of oil, half to 3/4 teaspoon of salt according to your taste. Let this water boil real well. Okay, water has to boil. Water is boiling now. Let's pour rice flour without mixing it. Slowly pour it on the hot water. Close the lid halfway and cook it for medium to slow, about medium flame, like about 2 to 3 minutes. I would say that medium to low flame. So let it boil, let it cook in that one without mixing it this way. So then once it starts, let it boil, quite well, let it cook rather. Now keep flame all the way low, then start mixing like this. It has to come all the way, it has to come and ball like this. And close the lid. Leave it for 5 minutes like this with lid closed. Let it cook in that own heat. Then let's start preparing for badnekai engai, that guttu vankai in Telugu, but it's little bit twist of guttu vankai. This is my own recipe, and I mean I really like it, so I thought of sharing it with you all. Hope you all enjoy my cooking, my recipe. Please give me a feedback after you try this. So for guttu vankai, usually we use only eggplant or brinjal, but I'm using bell pepper too. This is from my garden, by the way, and we need curry leaves. I will tell you why I'm going to use this one while making what is the purpose of I thought of using this one. So I am using today's ingredient, I mean for this much quantity ingredients are 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1 tablespoon of urad dal, 1 tablespoon of chana dal, 1 tablespoon of til or sesame seeds, then little bit of jaggery or brown sugar. Whenever I use this is optional, but you can add it, or if you don't want to use it, that's fine. But whenever I use tamarind, I always add this thing jaggery, because it balances the taste. Then salt to taste, turmeric, 2 teaspoon of sambar powder, and 1 teaspoon, half teaspoon of chili powder. But If you want to add this, you can add it. If you don't want to add chili powder, that's fine. It's all up to you, because I always like a little bit spicy. So that's why in our house we use spicy. This masala powder doesn't have, sambar powder doesn't have that much of spiciness. So I always add this. If you don't want, you don't have to add. 3 to 4 parts of garlic, and then 1/3 cup of coconut, dry coconut. You can use kobri or kobira, or desiccated coconut powder. Okay, let's start this one. First you have to cut eggplant into 4 pieces like this. Okay, first let's start making masala for guttu vankai or noonu vankai in Telugu, Kannada enne badnekai engai. Okay, in Telugu it is guttu vankai or noonu vankai. In Kannada it's badnekai engai. Okay, let's start making masala for the engai. With little bit of oil. When it heats up, then dry roast, roast this one in this thing. Oil, urad dal, now chana dal, until it good aroma comes, or a little bit brown also, it's fine. So I'm not using any red chilies, whatever ingredients it's available, easily available at home. So I'm making in those ingredients only. I always try to explore new stuff and different ethnic foods, because ladies big headache is cooking every day is always a big problem. Though we are so passionate in cooking is our passion, still we always hate cooking every day. So to make it more fun, I always try to make different ethnic food, but I don't want to forget my traditional food though. So that's why most of the time I remind myself with traditional food. The same pan, sesame seed, because I separately roast this one, because this one roast very fast, so it burns along with that. So that's why always see how fast Another thing, if you don't want to use this one chana dal and urad dal, instead of that one you can use 2 tablespoons of roasted peanuts, ground nuts. So in the same pan, you don't have to turn on the heat of this thing. When pan is hot only, just pour this coconut powder. Just give a little bit stir like this, let it become crispier, so that it will give good aroma to this dish. Once it cools down, it cools down, put everything, and even including salt, grind it into a smooth paste. And also garlic also a little bit you have to fry it, just to take up the pungentness. Add a little bit of oil. Toast it real well, so it will give take off pungentness. Dry roast, roast it in the little bit of oil, so it removes the pungentness and gives a good taste of the curry. So add all the ingredients and grind it into a smooth paste. So you have to grind it into a smooth paste, including this roasted ingredients with chili powder, sambar powder, tamarind paste, then little bit of turmeric and salt according to your taste, because all the masalas goes into the eggplant, so you don't need to add anything later on to the curry. Everything is in this masala only. Okay, let me grind everything. Cut the eggplant 4 ways like this, quarters. This is about 1 pound of eggplants. This whatever ingredients I showed, it's perfect for this measurement, so it doesn't go anything wrong with this recipe though. I made bell pepper this big pieces to add it to the curry. So now let's see, I ground the masala to this consistency to fill it up in the eggplants. This way, and keep it aside. Believe me, this curry is so delicious. Whatever leftover masala, we are going to use it for the curry. This is so simple and tastes so good. Make it it becomes like a special dish. Let's make seasoning of this curry. Put oil about 2 to 3 tablespoons. Once oil heats up, let's put mustard seeds. This is about 1 teaspoon. Then add chopped onions. 1 onion I used for this quantity, and with 2 strings of curry leaves, 2 strands of curry leaves. Let it cook a little bit until it becomes a little bit transparent, because it is going to cook with these 2 eggplants too. You don't have to make it till it becomes brown. Now let's start arranging eggplant one by one like this. It needs a little bit more oil than any other curry. That's why it's called endigai. That means stuffed eggplant with oil. Literal translation in English. But in traditional recipe, oil, actually we use more than half cup of oil. But I'm using only 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. Then put rest of the masala. Stir it up. Let it be little bit liquid here, because once it starts cooking, it will become thick automatically. Here now we have to add cut bell pepper. Why I'm adding this one? After some time, what happens? After we use all the eggplants, the curry will become leftover. So, and it doesn't look. It is not fun to eat just a curry. So what I thought, if we add this one to the curry, whatever leftover curry, this has this thing, so it is like 2-in-1 type of curry. Close the lid and put it in a medium heat, occasionally stirring so that it doesn't burn in the bottom, because we used all dals. Now let's let it cook about 10 minutes. Then we go back to the rottas. Let's prepare rotta dough and start rolling that. See, it becomes like this. When it's warm, put oil to your hands like this so that it doesn't stick. And to the rolling board too. So it doesn't stick to the board. Start rolling like this. If you have food processor, that is easier, it makes your life easier. So you can use that one, but today I'm showing like this. This is traditional way of doing. For this measurement, usually you can make, depending on how big it is, but I like little bit thicker and bigger in our house, because my son doesn't matter it's smaller rotas or bigger rotas, he always eats only two. So that's why I always make, bigger rota so that he can eat more. About 5 to 6. This is rice flour for dusting. About, I put in 1 cup of rice flour. So dip it nicely to like this, to the rice flour. Then start rolling like this. See how easy it is. For 1 cup of measurement of rice flour, you can make, like 5 to 6 easily, rotis. I would suggest for a family of 4, use, 2 cups of rice flour, double the measurement of everything. Everything measurement is the same, but you have to double it. That's it. See, when you are going to store the rotis, for the parties, this much only you have to do. Then, keep it aside. Once, spread it and cool it and then stack it up. So only this much, then keep it like that. It has to completely cool down to stack it up, in a box. It stays like 3 to 4 days in the fridge. You can use the same method and same measurement for jolad roti or jowar rota and junna rottalu. Same measurement actually, but the only thing is, you're going to use different flour only for this, but other jowar rota. Otherwise, for other flours, measurement, water measurements you have to check, each one, takes little bit, different water intake. But for jowar roti, it's pretty much same measurement, for this and that. Yeah, rota is ready. Okay. See, it has to come like this, little bit brown, not, too much, like that, little bit brown. So it is, then it is crispy and taste good. See how nicely it's fluffing. Like puris only. Okay, serve this akki roti with a little bit of ghee and some salad. This is my homegrown, cucumbers. So actually, I don't like to taste my own food. Let me call my husband to tell me that, how he like this dish. Okay, try this, honey.
Okay.
And see.
Yeah.
And let me know. And tell the people, how it is.
Sure. Oh, it's hot. 1 second.
Good?
It's very good. Well, of course, it's always good. I would say this time it's still better.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is Nagesh Garu. Subscribe, to YouTube channel Apna Rasoi and comment, your thoughts about today's recipe. If you need, ingredients, this thing will be, in the inbox. Description will be in the inbox. Thank you so much for watching. I hope, you enjoy my recipe. Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, please don't forget to subscribe.
Thank you.
Thank you.